get delicious. All right. You guys ready to get this started? How many of you here know who Steve Blum is? Almost everyone, but I'm not going to hand back a lot. How many know that he plays Spike from Cowboys and Golf? What else can you do? I don't even have the ball in my little brain. It just makes me like fry Google Pop. I try to think of it. How about we watch a video?
You have arrived just in time to witness history.
You're allowed, Roger Smith.
Yes, Norman.
Master Roger, in West Zone Level 5, there's a report of a giant robot.
Our giant robot.
So difficult for everyone to accept. You try to assassinate him. I will not hesitate to deal with you. Can you tell what?
Stop moving.
Destroy the world!
Chap, isn't he?
You look like you could do something.
Join us in the film.
Hey, my computer! Who are you? I'm your Uncle Grandpa.
What?
Money! So money. Well done. But the Green Goblin has a solution. You and I join forces. Consider what we could accomplish by combining our powers. We're gonna rule New York! Well.
You got some pretty classy moves for a corporate girl.
The more that you know, the shorter your life will be.
I love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Were you thinking something?
You're all going in the hole. In the hole. Look shot. I'll give you a lucky shot. To the nose. Also, those IDs, friend.
The guy get out without him? Yeah, the two of us would have been here faster, but I wasn't sure exactly where here was.
It's him!
Oh, not again. Running out of money. Time to go through, buddy.
Wow, Kenta, you say done.
Hey, you're right.
Hurry up.
Ninja? I didn't know we had a ninja.
Hey, yeah, boy.
Actually, I'm an unholy ninja. If I were ever souls for my lord and master Beelzebub, I'd be away.
I want to help my sister get a date for the dance, and I need a crash course in help with things.
Okay. Do you know anything about boys?
I know they like movies.
Cool. We're halfway there.
I told you I would destroy you. This human walks into a
All right, so I think we're all pretty up to speed on who's here. Can I have everyone just say it all together? Who are we here for? No, I don't think you heard it. How about we try it again? One more time. Let's do it. Come on, let's get them up here. Come
Oh, Frank, did you hurt yourself? Okay, all parts are intact. Hey guys, I'm Steve. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out to see me. This is probably the most awake crowd I've ever seen for a Sunday. Because you guys get to stay up late tonight too, right? All right. Well, thank you. First of all, thank you for having me back at Anime Expo, and coming here as a guest of honor is a whole different kind of experience. It's just amazing. It's just amazing to meet all of you. It's been an incredible weekend already, and we got some more weekend to go, I think, right? For the rest of the weekend? Yeah, a little bit? All right, so, anyway, before I start, I just want to make sure that I say thank you to Ryan and Nikolai and the entire staff at AX for making this an incredible experience for me. For bringing me here, to Allison, who coordinated pretty much everything for me to be here. And I want to remind you guys to be thankful to the staff for making this a great experience for you. Without them, this wouldn't happen. So without further ado, let's get some questions going. We've got a mic happening, I think. We're going to set up a line. I think they'll work that out, right?
All right, so how questions work before you all start running, because it's actually not in the middle. Okay. Over there. Going back to my card, Judy.
Walk. Oh, no.
Go ahead and sign up there. And so we're going to take backwards.
Walk.
And the mayhem in the
Oh, you alright?
I can bet
We're not gonna make it. Can I get in?
While you're doing that, I'll take some pictures.
Oh my God.
All right, you guys.
Not long enough.
Bring it on. Come on, everybody here.
Stop.
You're all my family, right?
What? My camera.
Okay.
Camera had running.
Let's go.
I was wondering,
You make sure
what's it
it's
like,
active?
working at Starscream, working with Frank Wilford, all those big name, Transformers, yeah, Peter Cullen, and, all those, really famous voice actors. What's it like?
You think you're a fangirl? I'm a fanboy of those guys. I think I squealed the first time I walked in the room, and pretty much every time I walk in the room with those guys. The whole cast of Transformers Prime is just stellar. They're amazing. And there's some up-and-coming names in the cast. I mean, when you get a chance, look at the cast list on that show. These guys are going to be superstars. Everybody on the show is just incredible. I still fanboy out every time I hear them speak. As I do with a lot of my friends in the voiceover industry, we're all fans of each other. So pretty much in any situation where I get to sit in a cast record, I feel like I'm watching a show, because that's where the real show is happening in that room. So, I can't even express how cool that is, and I never get told. Thank you. Hi.
The only thing I remember from Jamie is nice! And I know he likes green-skinned space chicks, right? That's like alien girls. And human girls, and animal girls. Thank you. Big giant robots.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
I was wondering if you could answer my question in the voice of Amon. I was wondering, when you do his voice, do you really get into character? Do you really feel the emotion? Like, do you see yourself there?
I do that with every character. Especially for Amon, because the stakes are so high. We're trying to purify and cleanse Republic City. It's something that takes concentration, especially when I have to take you a bending movie. Beware the bomb.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
My quick question is, what was one of your more favorite starring roles when you first started out with acting?
One of my favorite starring roles?
Like, when you first started out in the business, what was my favorite role around that time?
Wow. Man, I was so excited to do anything back then. I'm still excited about it. I still freak out every time I get to do some kind of starring role. They used to call me the cleaner because I used to come and do all the parts that nobody wanted to do. Which I love doing also. I think probably the first one that struck me as a starring role was by Spiegel.
Yeah.
The build-up for that character was so intense. Everybody was saying what a great show this was, and the response in Japan was so huge already. It's going to be this gigantic thing, and I had never been in anything that hit like that before. So just to be part of that in that process, I still a little bit of denial that I was part of something that potentially could be that big. And then once I saw the audience reaction to that, it just kind of put me on the edge. I felt like, oh my God, I'm actually doing things, I'm actually in business now. So that was probably the benchmark in my career, to the point where I tattooed a piece of my arm. For those of you who don't know, that is an audio wave file of Spike saying bang in the last episode.
Hello, Steve.
Hi.
So you mentioned in the panel yesterday that the one role you wish you could have played was Sailor Moon. So my question to you, My question is for yourself. My
What
question
is
is,
pony? Any pony would be great.
if you could maybe give us a sample of what it would sound like if you were to transform and sail a boat, maybe,
You're gonna get it for this too. I need to say what was mine because I don't know the show. I'm just here to add the new on. In the name of the Lord, I will punish you.
I actually have 2 stickers for you, made by my friend. They're titled Blum.
Awesome.
And my question is, what is by far your hardest role?
Daddy. No, I think, the hardest role for me would be a technical issue. Come on, Sophie. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, I appreciate that. For me, the hardest roles are really only the technical issues of like video games and throat rippage, because a lot of us really have to do some very, very strenuous vocal work, particularly the characters like Wolverine. Because after 4 hours of going, shredding things, I don't kneel as fast as he does. The vocal carnage that happens takes a while to heal, so that's really the hardest part about the job for me, and particularly in video games when I am doing monsters and I'm, they're electrocuting me or shoving, swords into my throat for 4 hours at a time, doing 10 takes of every line for 600 lines, that can really get grueling. And I'm such physical actor anyway that after doing that, my whole body feels like I've been through the war zone. So it's just for you aspiring voice actors, make sure that you know how to use the instrument properly. Even though I do, I still not only tear at the throat, but I tear at the whole chest and my neck and shoulders and everything. I literally feel like I've been fighting for that amount of time. And there is sometimes blood coming out of it too. I know, right? Because you like kiss me after the session, sweat and blood, ew.
Yes.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
I was wondering if you could answer my question on Spike.
Yes.
Out of all the characters you have voiced, which character would you like to be in your life?
Answering that as Spike, wouldn't I have to say Spike? Yeah, Spike would, he wouldn't give that away to anybody else, I don't think so. I don't know. I do love the kind of woman that can kick my ass, so I probably have to say Spike. I'm not every woman that can kick my ass, so I'll probably say Spike.
I have a question. How did you feel when you found out that Tsunami was coming back and you had to voice?
I said it yesterday, but I'll say it again, it's like coming home. Really, it's like coming home. To relive that part of my life again, that's such a rare thing to be able to do, to relive such an awesome part of your life that you think is gone forever. But I'm so grateful to you guys for helping with the Twitter storm to get that back on the air. So it's thanks to you that that's on. And thank you for watching. Thank you.
Hi, Steve. When you are dubbing a voice for a Japanese anime, I was wondering, do you watch the original Japanese performance, and what impact does that have? What does the Japanese voice impact have on your interpretation of the character's role and how you make the voice?
It's a very good question. It really depends on the show. There are some directors that want me to stay as close to the original Japanese as possible. There are some cases where they really want me to take my own insert on it, and So I really am at the mercy of what the director's vision is for the American version of the show. As far as watching it, I'll use it for reference for timing more than anything else, and for the original intent of the writers, and because I did do some writing adaptations for anime sensitive, that sort of thing. So my take is really to do what's best for the story. So if that means to mimic what the original Japanese guy did, then I will do that. If not, then I'll try to put a little more flavor on it. So that's the bottom line, is really to do what's best for the story.
What was the weirdest thing that ever happened to you during your voice acting career?
Oh boy, here we go. There have been so many. Oh my God. Well, this is really weird. This happened a couple of weeks ago, and I'm surprised it didn't happen before that. But I was voicing Wolverine for a game, for an upcoming game, which I cannot tell you what that was. But like I said, I'm very physical in the booth, and when I'm doing the claw strike, I actually do swing my arms to keep my head perfectly still. The arms are going like crazy. Well, I caught the flesh between two of my fingers on the metal edge of the stand, and I knocked it all the way across the room. It had a steel stand with a big metal face on it. I knocked it all the way across the room. I didn't even feel it, and it came about that close to going right through a glass door, a double glass door, and that would have been a terrible mess if that happened. But I was just so surprised I didn't cut myself, or maybe I did my heel really bad. I don't know. The other thing that I would say is weird, this is the weird one. Back when I was doing a lot of anime back in the old days, I was at a studio called Magnitude 8, and we had this, where we did a lot of really great shows back then, with LA Hero and those guys. I don't even remember what the show was, but we were doing a wall of roof, which is background voices, filling in like, action scenes and things. And we had this little tiny booth that's about the size of a large refrigerator. It will comfortably fit one, maybe two people if they're small. We had 5 people in this booth. We had 4 guys and a girl. And we're in the middle of the scene and some crowd scene or something, and we're all supposed to be screaming, and I'm doing my voice of an old man. We have to make 7 different voices for this thing. So I'm going, and all of a sudden I feel this finger go up my butt. So my performance was, to make matters worse, this little booth had a glass door on the front of it, where we could see our music stand that had the dialogue. I coughed up a big glob of loogie. I was stuck in there dripping down. And as I turned around trying to figure out who put the finger up the butt, it turns out it was the director's girlfriend. Awkward. He was okay with that. I think it was him. Don't ever say that. Maybe Kevin Seymour. Don't tell me about it.
Hey, Chief. My question is, as an actor, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned with doing small parts? The parts that sometimes it takes a moment for us fans to even realize that you are doing. As an actor, what do you try to take away from that? And also, how was being the announcer for Hudball?
Okay, first things first, I love small parts, as I was saying. I love doing little bit parts, especially ones that I'm not sure if anybody's going to recognize that I go uncredited for. That's always really fun for me. All of us do that, and I think I enjoy it more than most actors, and maybe because I've got to do some bigger roles too, and some actors haven't got to do as many big roles, so they may not like them as much as I do. It's work. I mean, you're coming in there and you're usually doing stuff that the guys with the lead roles either don't have time to do or don't want to do, because it usually involves screaming and dying or something like that. In fact, Vic Mignogna wrote a song called Soldier A, and you guys we have all been Soldier A, and so I like it. I have no problem with it, and part of that is because there's no commitment to it. I really don't have to worry. I just kind of go in, make up something, and go on to the next thing. So it's easy to make. And as far as being the Hudball announcer, that was pretty fun. That was very unexpected. Those sessions were crazy because we all did 20 places on that game. So, yeah, that was pretty weird. I don't even remember what I did for it because it was in the context of the script that day. But it was loud. It was pretty loud, right? Yeah. Thank you.
And sorry to be voice. Out of all the villains, which one's your favorite and why?
Voice, what was it?
Which one's your favorite? Out of all the villains you voice over, which one's your favorite and why?
Well, if I do it Starscream, it has to be Starscream. Who else would he give credit to? He doesn't even give credit to his Naughty Master. That's wrong.
Buenas, Steve, from Spain. Just wanted to say, as an excellent voice actor, I really appreciate your time. What I really wanted to ask you was, outside of being a terrific voice actor, what other types of roles have you thought of doing, like directing, animation, anything like that?
I don't really care to do anything else. I directed one thing a long time ago. I don't remember what it was called. It was a live action thing where it was such a low budget when my friends asked me to come in and help them out with this thing. And it was a female superhero, and I had to do all the male voices. I brought in two of my friends to do it, Bridget Hoffman and Leah Sargent came in to help me with this show, and they did all female voices, and it was a martial arts type film. And we couldn't get paid for the thing. And it was brutal because we had to write the script on the fly. It was such a terrible directing experience. I feel guilty about not getting them paid their full rate to this day, and that's like 10 years ago. It was so painful for me that I just didn't want to do it again.